Hello, everybody. Welcome to Two Idiots and a Movie podcast, episode 1. I'm one of your hosts, Chris, and I'm here with my co-host,
Matthew. What movie are we doing today?
Today we are doing The Last Airbender.
Oh, no.
Talking about this lovely movie.
Oh, no, what? We're really going to do this on our first episode?
Yep, might as well go ahead and get probably one of the most hated on
movie.
Yeah, one of the worst movies of all time. Might as well go ahead and get that done.
I hate you.
So, I'm assuming we're doing non-spoilery first and then spoilers towards the end.
Might as well. We should keep it non-spoilery quick.
Okay.
There's nothing to spoil. This movie's garbage.
Yeah, okay. So what did you think of the movie without saying spoilers?
How about we probably should sum up the movie. What
Okay. Well,
what happened? It's great.
Essentially,
M. Night Shyamalan's masterpiece.
So Katara, if you've ever seen Avatar: Last Airbender, you know the story. It essentially tries to cram the entire first season, which is like 22 episodes or something like that, into 2 hours.
And it does it terribly.
Absolutely garbage. But essentially, these two water tribe members, Katara and Sokka, find this boy in the iceberg who
Aang.
Aang.
Not Aang. Aang.
Yeah. Who is the Avatar, which can master all 4 of the elements: fire, earth, air, and water. And after that, they set off on an adventure to the North Pole, because they found him in the South Pole, so he can master waterbending. And that's essentially all you need to know, because that's about as much of a plot as this has.
Now, this was your first time watching this movie, right?
Yep. I've avoided it because I've heard nothing about, but people dog this movie, and I love the TV show, so I didn't want to watch it.
How did you like it? I'm like, what did you like about it?
What did I like about it?
Let's go positive before we go negative for the rest
I
of
don't
the
know. I
episode.
guess the visuals of the bending looked cool, but I don't know. I don't even think I liked anything about it. I'm going to be completely honest. The entire time I was watching the movie, I was just thinking I could be watching the TV show, and it's 10 times better.
You could be watching literally anything else. And it'd be better.
You got that right. So, what did you told me the story of how when you first went and seen it. Tell that story.
So, when I was,
I think you said you were at the beach, right?
Yeah, I was like middle school. I was still riding high on the TV show, and I was at the beach with the fam, and I made everyone in my family go see the movie while we were at the beach.
How did that go?
Look, right after we walked out of the theater, I looked all of them in the eyes, and I said, "I'm so sorry. I would never recommend a movie again." Because I thought, even though I saw the trailers and it did not look good, I'm like, there's no way they can screw this up. You're basing the movie on one of the greatest TV shows of all time. You can't mess it up. Boy, was I wrong.
Yeah, they really messed it up. They just took the source material and they butchered it, and they were like, let's take this little piece, Some of it, I feel like they didn't even watch the TV show with some of the stuff they do.
Director M. Night Shyamalan?
Yeah.
Apparently he was a huge fan of the TV show. Him and his daughter binge watched the entire thing. He was...
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what he watched, but me and him watched different TV shows, because if I was making that movie, I would not have done a lot of the things that he did. I don't know. There was just so many choices in this movie that I think were not smart choices.
He's already putting his hands on his face. This is how bad this is.
It's just, I love Avatar: The Last Airbender, the TV show, so much. And to have this disgrace part of its legacy, unfortunately, makes me mad. I ain't even gonna lie.
The thing that, I probably should save this for last, but the thing that makes me upset about this is the universe of Avatar: The Last Airbender is so rich in lore and has so many fantastic characters where they could easily make this into the next Star Wars or Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter or the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah,
if they gave it the
it
proper,
could be the next cinematic universe easily.
If it gave them the proper tools and love that it needs, it could be a juggernaut.
Yeah, if handled properly, it can be huge. I mean, you've already seen what the TV show has done on Netflix. It was like the longest. It was in the top 10 for the longest time possible.
Yeah, this is why we're doing this one, because it came out on Netflix.
Yeah. I mean, you can see how good the TV show does, but whenever anyone talks about this movie, it's quoted as being, it's regarded as being one of the worst movies ever made.
I have it pulled up on the IMDb.
Mm-hmm.
It has a great rating of 4 stars. 4 stars out of 10.
How did he get 4?
I guess M. Night Shyamalan rated it pretty highly.
I don't know what they were smoking, but it's not a 4 stars.
It's clearly 10.
Whatever you want to think. Okay, we're done with non-spoiler stuff. Let's get into some spoilers.
Nitty gritty.
Yeah, I got a lot of nitpick stuff.
Okay, you want to go then? Or?
Yeah. When they were bending, especially when Ong or that's we'll get into that in a minute. Especially when Aang was airbending, it looked like he was moving way too much and not producing enough air. Like in the TV show, it looks more fluid.
Yeah, it's all fluid action.
Yeah,
and this one is just
in the movie,
my hands around crazy.
Yeah, in the movie, it looks so like he's doing way too much to only be producing a little bit of air.
I think that came down to the budget and special effects. Because there's multiple scenes in this movie where you see Katara and Aang beside a river just moving their legs or moving their arms and nothing's happening. I think that's supposed to be scenes where they're practicing the water bending and either the budget ran out or the special effects wasn't prepared for all that special effects bending.
I don't know, but the bending looked horrible when they were doing it. The main scene that I can remember is when Aang is captured by Zuko and Iroh, and he's brought onto the ship, and then he blasts himself out the door backwards. That scene just looks so freaking stupid. Like, do you know what scene I'm talking about?
Yeah, I thought that was one of the better scenes in this movie.
Really?
It wasn't good.
Well, it's just all the stuff he does before he blasts himself out the thing. It was just way too much. It just stuck out into my head. But then the hallway part, the hallway part was pretty good.
It was good. It felt like a fluid action scene.
Yeah, that was probably one of the better action scenes. But it was just like the beginning of it just felt like there was too much arm movement and stuff. I don't know. I just didn't like that part.
What did you think of the characterizations of the 3? Oh, I guess 4, including Zuko characters.
What did I think of the characters? Well,
Aang, Sokka, Katara.
I don't think they called him Sokka. They mispronounced it.
They meant. Sure. I don't remember what they.
I don't remember, and I'm pretty sure they didn't say Katara either.
No, I remember they said Katara.
They say Katara.
Okay. I think they said Sokka's name differently.
Zuko.
Something dumb. This movie's dumb.
Yeah. I didn't like any of them.
No, not all bad.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get that out of the way.
Yeah.
The second most one I hated is Aang. Not because in the first season, especially in the first season of the TV show, he's a kid.
Yeah.
He's a goofy kid, and he messes up a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, he got himself frozen in an iceberg. He burned Katara's hands.
And he gets Kyoshi Island burned.
He got Kyoshi Island burned. He hid the map where Katara and Sokka's dad was.
Yeah.
That showed where their dad was. He messes up a lot, and he's a goofy kid who doesn't understand what's happening. And then this one, he's just this...
It's almost like he does understand, but he's like trying to distract himself.
Or he can't comprehend what's happening. And then this one, he's just throughout the entire movie, it's just this bland
He's just
boring.
there to me.
Yeah.
He's just there. He's just there going through the motions. Like in the montage where he's going through, I'm assuming it was Earth Kingdom.
Oh yeah, the Earth Kingdom communities. And
Yeah, and little towns.
how do
And
you like
like
that
it
close up on
just,
his face?
huh?
How do you like that close up on his face? It was too close.
It was way too
I didn't
close.
need to see his pulse.
No, I don't know. It was just, I did not like his character. It just felt like he was there. It felt like he was a shell of the character we got in the show.
Yes.
100%. And then Katara and Sokka, some of that, the line delivery they gave
It was
was
so bad.
horrible.
Katara, the actress who plays Katara, she will be in another movie we'll review.
What movie?
Transformers: Age of Extinction.
She's in Age of Extinction?
Yeah, she's Marky Mark's daughter.
That's Mark Wahlberg's daughter?
Yeah, in the movie. Yep.
I didn't know that.
Yep. So she's in 2 terrible movies.
Is she in I've never seen Age of Extinction either. I've only seen the first 3, but okay. Well, I'll have something to look forward to when we get to that movie.
I hate that movie. I hate all the Transformers movies. Besides Bumblebee.
Okay, anyways, we're getting off topic.
Yep.
But I don't know. Their line delivery was just laughable sometimes. It had me laughing sometimes of how bad it was.
I know kid actors aren't good actors, but come on, surely you can find.
I mean, there are good kid actors out there, but
non-white actors to portray these characters too.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I don't know. Oh, and then the opening, like in the opening of the TV show, they actually changed it for the movie. I'm pretty sure, like they changed what they say and whatever. I just remember. I just wrote
I don't remember what they. I know they show it,
remember.
but I don't remember what they changed.
They changed some things, and I didn't really like that.
You know what this movie missed?
What?
It missed 2 characters.
Which 2?
It missed Suki.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Come on, where's Suki? She's my favorite.
She's also like
so badass.
I mean, I'm not gonna say she's an integral part of the story, but she's an integral part of Sokka's storyline in the show.
Also, she's just a badass character. Why would
especially
you not have her
especially in the Boiling Rock Part 2 when she captures the warden.
In the other one, Avatar Roku.
Oh yeah, what's up with that stupid dragon? Is that supposed to be Roku's dragon?
For this movie to be dealing with the spirit world a lot, we didn't really see much of it.
No.
It was a foggy blue haze with a dragon. A talking dragon? How is that dragon related to Aang or Aang? Is it Roku dragon? Is it Roku himself? We never know.
I don't know.
But
I mean, it probably is just some type of spirit because spirits can talk.
Yeah.
So it's probably just some type of dragon spirit, I assume. But they never. They could
have explained it a little better.
There's no correlation between Aang and the dragon spirit.
Roku, you could have made him the mentor Obi-Wan character, Obi-Wan from The Last Hope.
Yeah.
Let him explain what happened in the past 100 years, get not only Aang, but us, the audience, caught up on what's happened.
Yeah.
So we don't have to keep hearing Katara monologue constantly throughout this movie.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be easier?
That would be 10 times easier to have something like that.
I really like Roku. He's a pretty cool character.
Yeah,
I like his voice. He's a cool voice. Yeah,
Roku is one of the better avatars that were before. I mean, I don't have a problem with any of the avatars.
Kyoshi.
She was just pretty messed up.
If she was here, she would kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. They missed the mark. They trying to squeeze a whole season of TV into 2 hours. They're obviously gonna have to cut some characters, but I don't know. And then they also cut Jet. I mean, but Jet's an important part of the Ba Sing Se stuff. That's how they find.
Yeah, but they could.
Yeah, there's other ways they could have got around that.
They could have done that. So I wasn't too upset about not having Jet, but I mean,
when we were talking about the spirit world, I thought the spirit world, you know those old 3D movies where you'd have to put on the blue and red glasses.
blue red glasses.
You know what the TV looked like when you had them off? Like it was like real fuzzy and stuff.
Yeah,
That's what the spirit world reminded me of.
Yeah, I can see that.
But yeah, and then like the pronunciation of the names, they say it a bajillion times in the show. You can't pronounce it as Aang. I don't get why they were trying to. They obviously did that on purpose.
Well, I think because M. Night Shyamalan likes all of his movies to be somewhat grounded in reality.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's what he was trying to do to make it sound more authentic. Because he did the same thing with Sokka, and he did the same thing with Uncle Arrow. They don't say Arrow; they gave him a different name.
Yeah, I remember. I don't remember.
So I think, and the Firebenders, they lose a major part of their fighting.
Oh yeah,
where they have to have fire beside them to firebend.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty stupid too.
So I think he was just trying to make it more grounded, but Avatar: The Universe
is not
grounded.
It's enriched with the spirit world and spirits and myths and stuff like that. And
I mean, even in the first things with the minds.
Yeah, even in the first episode, Sokka describes the bending as magic.
Yeah.
So
there's giant lion turtles.
Yeah. I don't know why. That was just a weird direction to take firebending itself. I mean, obviously with waterbending and earthbending, that's how it was in the show, but firebenders were able to create fire themselves.
And that's what made them so dangerous, because they could attack at any time at any location.
Yeah. I felt like every character in this movie was pointless. Like,
I wouldn't say pointless. They just had nothing to do.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know. This is an awful movie. Don't watch it.
No, you should watch it. It's on Netflix.
You should watch it.
Other than watch the great TV show, you should watch this even better movie about the TV show.
And then you'll appreciate every movie you watch after it 10 times more, and every movie you watched it before.
Yeah. Yeah, that's you can't go wrong on that.
Also, where these characters were like so bland and the story was so rushed, I felt in the TV show you feel an emotional connection to the characters.
Even with Princess Yue, you only got
three or four
episodes with her, and when she makes her sacrifice, spoiler alert,
yeah,
you feel it, and you can understand where she's coming from. You can feel Sokka's pain.
Yeah.
But in this, she just goes out and you don't feel anything.
They go out on a walk, and then she goes
They express their love to each other.
And then they die. And then she dies.
And Sokka says, my grandma's going to have a lot of questions for you. Well, yeah, no shit, Sokka. You're bringing home a princess.
Yeah.
And you're a present. She's going to have some questions.
Yeah. Those drill things that the firebenders had on their heads. What was that? Heads? Yeah.
I don't know. That's so dumb.
When I saw that, I was like, oh my god.
Drill heads, you get it? Because the drill heads on top of people's heads. It's so dumb.
It was like,
this is
exhausting. I guess they must have ran out of the budget, so they must not have been able to make the tanks. Did they have the tanks in there?
I don't think so. They had like vehicles with tank treads.
I don't know, but I don't get why they didn't use those in the show. Why bring them into the movie? Oh, we never. Obviously, this is probably for budget reasons, but we never got to see in the final battle, Aang and the Ocean Spirit merge into the big Ocean Spirit. That was like one of the biggest WTF moments from season 1, I think, because no one saw that one coming.
That's one of my favorite parts of season 1, where he just goes batshit crazy, merges with a water spirit,
Ocean Spirit.
It just turns into a giant Godzilla fish monster and wrecks the Fire Navy. Why would you not show that?
It's probably budget.
Other than that, but we get instead a giant wave.
Yeah, a giant tidal wave. That's all we get.
And produces a giant wave, and I guess that scares off the Fire Nation.
I don't know.
I mean, they could easily keep attacking after the wave went down.
Yeah. Something else we don't get to see in the movie that we got to see in the show that I mean, I'm not gonna say I would have liked to seen it because it probably wouldn't have been any good, but Zuko versus Xiao or
Yeah.
Zhao, General Zhao. Like
That was your main conflict throughout the movie somehow, was because Zhao, how do you say his name?
General Zhao.
He tries to kill Zuko. So
Yeah.
you think Zuko will want payback, but instead it
Ain't it
just
some
have
random waterbenders?
three random waterbenders that we don't even see their faces. Just cover Zhao in a water bubble and he drowns.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Four random. Yeah, it was four. He was drowned by four random waterbenders.
Are you kidding me? That's your main conflict.
That's your main antagonist, and you just have him killed by a bunch of nobody's.
Yeah.
Oh, wasn't Uncle Iroh able to make fire?
At the end,
Yeah.
He made it.
I thought I remembered that.
I hate the Uncle Arrow in the movie.
You don't like the Uncle Iroh? You think that was a big slap in the face?
It's a slap in the face to me because Uncle Arrow is like one of my favorite characters.
Yeah.
Just in general, of all medium.
Yeah.
And in this, he's just, I don't even know how to describe him in this.
He's
boring and bland. In the TV show, he's this lovable, tea drinking, wise old man, but deep down, he can kick your ass if he needs to.
Yeah.
But in this, we don't get any of that.
The only hint of that was when he produced this on fire, but that was
nothing.
That was nothing.
It was nothing. You know who I didn't hate?
Who?
Zuko.
Zuko?
Yeah.
You didn't hate Zuko?
I like the actor who played Zuko. I don't remember his name, but I didn't hate him. He didn't have anything to do, but he's a good actor.
Yeah.
And that's something I like about this movie. There you go.
He wasn't too bad an actor. I said I would. I think he was pretty good. He definitely got the moody teenager.
Yeah.
Who was hell bent on capturing the Avatar down
to regain his honor.
Yeah, to regain his honor. So I think that was pretty good. And this was one of my biggest. I mean, I have a lot of big gripes with this movie, but this one, they showed Firelord Ozai. Why would you show Firelord Ozai?
In the show, I know we're comparing this to the show a lot, and we probably shouldn't, but in the show, for the first, 2.5 seasons, all you see is this giant muscular man behind a wall of fire.
And his shadow.
That's all you see. And this, he's just some random dude in a giant house.
I didn't even know that was him until he said his name. Yeah. Until someone said his name.
I'm like, that's the most
said Firelord.
Underwhelming reveal of the main bad guy in your trilogy. Look what they did with Emperor Palpatine. Soden in Lord of the Rings. Build him up.
They completely removed the mystery and the intrigue of Firelord Sozin.
Yeah.
By just revealing him when he was walking through the palace, or I think it was him. That was his first scene. Him walking through the palace was in Xiao. Them discussing about. We didn't need that scene.
No, we don't.
We didn't need that scene. We don't need to see Firelord.
Well, yeah, tease him at the very end as a post-credit scene with him and what's Zuko's sister's name? Azula. But don't show his face. Show him in a very scary way.
You could just do how they did in like the flashbacks when we would see Zuko with his dad before. Just show here up.
Yeah.
Or like half his face, because that's what they did. They show from the mouth down.
Yeah.
You still use the same actor. It don't matter. You can use, I don't know. That was one thing that I thought was another big old slap in the face.
And a big old dump on the...
Yeah. Like, you just completely take away a lot of what makes that character.
Scary and interesting.
Intimidating. Because you sit there for 2 seasons wondering, what does he look like? What does he look like? And then...
How is Aang going to defeat him?
Yeah, and then in season 3 premiere, you get to see him. But in this one, nah, it's just him talking. Yeah. Like I said, I didn't even know it was him. And then I think it was something about Sozin's comet. They explained how Sozin comet, I think, will actually give Firebenders the ability to...
I think that's what he was going to do for the end of the trilogy. It's just Sozin comet allows Firebenders to firebend whenever.
Yeah.
But that's
I think that's stupid because, like, in the show, it would make them extremely, extremely powerful.
yeah, it made them pretty much unstoppable.
Wow, they can produce fire now.
Yeah.
Big whoop.
Do you think they would have done lightning bending in the sequel if they would have made a sequel?
I don't know if they would have done lightning bending in the sequel, because in order to do lightning bending, you actually need to produce lightning, and they couldn't even. The firebenders in this movie couldn't even produce fire. So probably not, even though it was a pretty integral part of the
Both
season
finales.
Yeah, both season 2 and season 3 finale, because Azula kills Aang in the season 2 finale with lightning bending.
While he was in the Avatar state.
Yeah, and then at the end of season 3 in the series finale, he has a chance to kill Firelord Ozai, but he chooses not to because it goes against his beliefs of not killing, and that all life is precious. So I don't know how he would have got around not doing lightning bending because of how integral it was to the finales of both second and third season. But I also don't know how they would explain how people can lightning bend if they can't even produce fire. I don't know. So, you got anything else to talk about, Matt?
No, this movie was garbage.
Okay. Out of 0 star, or out of out of 10, what do you give it?
I give it 1. I think yours is gonna be 0.
Yeah, mine is 0 out of 10. This is one of the worst movies I've ever seen.
Okay.
Yeah. I just don't like this movie.
I don't think anyone likes this movie.
No, you should not.
Not even the actors who play in this movie likes it. So.
Probably not. It's a really bad movie. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks for listening. I hope you enjoyed our discussion on The Last Airbender. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Subscribe to us on YouTube. We put out new episodes every Sunday and Wednesday. And we'll see you next time when we talk about The Prestige.